Whereas the rivers and bays in Northwest Florida are renowned for their environmental, cultural, and economic resources, the study of these rivers and bays, including the marine life in Appalachian and Ocklawaha bays, became a lifelong passion for Anne Rudloe. Whereas Anne Rudloe earned state and national recognition and spent her career shining a light on the importance of preserving marine habitat for our children, our grandchildren, and all future generations. Whereas her contributions as a scientist, educator, and conservationist led to the formation of the Anne Rudloe Environmental Education Center, where her work will inspire others to become champions for the protection of the rivers and bays across Northwest Florida. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Governing Board of the Northwest Florida Water Management District that Anne Rudloe is recognized as the 2020 winner of the Northwest Florida Water Management District's River and Bay Champion Award for her leadership, effort, and tireless support toward restoring and protecting the rivers and bays in Northwest Florida.
Anne and I were married in 1973. We have basically taken on sort of the challenge of trying to protect Florida's environment and waterways. And for 19 years, she worked at the Center for Professional Development at Florida State University. And together with Bruce and Ellie Whitney, they basically wrote this book called Priceless Florida. And it covers all the habitats and ecosystems and water and pine lands and the whole business of trying to put Florida's environment together in one piece. Back in 1987, she was saying this pristine, wonderful river is not so pristine. And she was starting to go out there with her classes and saw how turbid the water was. But then she started going back over a period of time. And she wrote this letter. This is 1987, the letter she wrote, and essentially blew the whistle. And she was saying, I've been bringing my classes through here, and the water has got problems. About 4 years ago, there was the March for Science in front of the Capitol. So next thing, I'm sitting on the Capitol steps. I'm up on the top looking at 1,000 people or more, and there are all these other speakers. And the one right before me was Jim Stevenson, and he gets up and he pulls this letter out and starts reading it and portions of it and talks about her role of blowing the whistle and letting people know that there were problems and that it wasn't just turbidity, that there were long-range problems that were coming. And then she compared it to other springs. That was the shot across the bow that started the interest of all the infrastructure, fixing the stray fields, spending millions and millions of dollars to try to salvage Wakava Springs.
We all have some great work to do with our lives, and it's up to us to find out what that work is. And I started thinking about it in those terms. Well, what is my great work? And I realized I'm already doing it. It's just a matter of being aware of that. And that gives life meaning and a sense of wholeness. And I think that's what every human being needs to be happy, is a sense of significance in what they're doing and a sense that they're contributing in some way to a greater good of some sort.